Good morning everyone and welcome to this VIP public live stream. Last day, by the way, it's public, it's gonna be back to VIPs next. So hope you all enjoy, by the way, this free week of these public updates. Hope you all enjoy and you made some nice gains. Because yeah, we have been training this like really nicely. But anyway, hope that you are all doing very well. We're going to update Bitcoin as a way. We're going to update the wave count and the levels here because yes, we have a monthly close. So we also have to update the monthly levels. Anyway, before to start, just want to go really quickly on Discord to say that I'm live and on Twitter also. Perfect. So don't forget, by the way, to go. By the way, thank you so much for the 100 followers on Twitter. Appreciate it a lot. If you want, by the way, to go and follow the Moonshot account, you can absolutely. I'm giving some. I'm showing you the predictions or stuff like this. Sometimes giving you some targets, some wave count, everything. And yeah, telling you when I'm live. So if you want to go and follow, feel free to maybe add a 0 here. Let's go, let's read that. Also don't forget to smash that like, to smash the subscribe button and to turn on notifications. We are almost 400 on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for this, appreciate it a lot. And Yeah, this is absolutely insane. If you want to join a cool Discord server, you can talk with everyone. By the way, I'm going to answer you. I saw your message, but I did not got time to answer that. So don't worry, I'm going to answer your message. But yeah, if you want to join a cool Discord server where you can talk with everyone, feel free to talk with everyone. Feel free to show your TA everything. You can just join the Discord server, the Moonshots Discord server. So anyway, we're good to start. I'm going to start maybe with a wave count and next with the levels. Okay, with the wave count here, what we planned yesterday. So I mean, first of all, what we planned here, it was first of all to look for a possible long. Okay, just to sum up a bit what we have seen yesterday, what we planned. Okay, really quickly. I'm gonna show you that, but what we planned yesterday, it's exactly the long. I mean, a long clay, a retest as support of this daily, and we got a weekly naked path control, if you remember good, at the same place clearly here. Okay, so that was, we was looking for a possible flip to support here to get a bounce higher. Okay, this is exactly one more time what we did exactly the same move that what we had done yesterday. We got some levels here planned with a daily level. We was looking for a possible flip to support and then get acceptance to push higher, minimum, take the price higher or pump higher to finish a smaller wave count. Okay, we have done exactly the same here. We did not went that high, okay, first of all, but we did the first move here, okay, the second move, the third move into the daily and the weekly naked path control was looking for. From here, if you have the good data too long, that was a bit risky. I'm not going to lie, this one was a bit risky and not that good, but data was following next, and I'm going to show you how to trade this with the logic and how you read the order flow to really say, hey, this is more likely a long than a short to take on the very bottom here. Okay, once we took the low or stuff like this, because we have done a swing through pan of the low clearly and the low time frame, but you can also read the data a different way. Okay, so I'm going to explain you everything. Once we have done this, the first thing we have to think about is to take the price high. I'm going to remove this fixed range very quickly, so you can see the wicks. And what I was looking for, first of all, if we have to push high, just to take the price high and then move it down. Okay, if we have to push high, of course we have to think about the swing failure pattern here. Sorry, if now we have to push high, we can just think about the TPO, then the daily naked path control, then the monthly level, then the weekly naked path control, step by step. Boom, you look for shorts. What we do if we have to push high, exactly the same that these levels here. What we did, we plant some levels here at resistance. We just go through the levels, we flip that to support, and we just get acceptance to push high. Here, exactly the same. We plant a resistance here. Boom, we just went through. We flip that to support to get acceptance to push high. And if we have to push high here, we can of course go through, because this is not, for example, a huge big super big level. If we have to go through, we go through. But if we're approaching some big resistance, we are going normally to flip that to support and boom, get acceptance to push high next. This is really simple at that. Okay, how we approach these levels. Of course, there are some different ways to approach these levels, some different ways on this. But this is the main one and the most easiest one. We did that 2 times. That is just pretty insane. And on every single, I mean, on both times we was looking for a long on the very bottom of the move. That's pretty insane. And a short, of course, we planned directly after that. You don't have to read the order flow to know if you have to take a trade on the swing failure pan or not. The swing failure pan was not the best also, to be honest with the trade, but I planned a swing failure pan. I say to VIPs, by the way, if we come higher, let's try the swing failure pan. As soon as we come back below with a bit of an increasing of the open interest with new short, so I mean moving down is oh, by the way, thank you for the subscription. I completely forgot that I added this kind of widget here. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Thank you for that. So yeah, I was saying, yeah, the swing failure pan here, it was not the best. With the data here, that was not the best of the best, but this was, I mean, this was still possible. As you can see here, I fed my short personally, right here. On this one, I cannot share the profit, sadly, because, you know, when you open a long on a BTC USD pair on your main account Bybit, you have a main account, you have sub account. So you have the main account where you can open a long on the BTC USD T pair, and you can open a long on the BTC USD. So you can open 2 longs on the same account. Now, once you have opened 2 longs, what are you going to do? You just have to create a sub account, so a smaller account, if you can say that. You have your main account, boom, you have a sub account on the same Bybit account, clearly. Maybe a bit complex to understand. You just have to move from the main account to the sub account on the same account. I mean, on the same main Bybit account, on the same Bybit account. Oh my god, some money, and you will be able to get some money on the sub account. Okay, so that's why when you're trading with your sub account, you cannot share the profit, because when you go on your phone, you can only access to the main account. That's like a lot, so that's why you cannot share the profit. But this was the long plan here. That was a nice ride also to the upside, and after that, boom, what we planned here, exactly the short, I mean, to possibly short the top if data was following, boom. Follow, I mean, the plan is a plan, stick to the plan. if we have to take a trade and the data are following, you take the trade. Okay, so this is really how I have been trading yesterday. This short here, that was a possible one to take because we have backtested the top of the range at the dollar, then boom, get acceptance to go more down, so possible short. Now that was not the best, I mean, yeah, that's still a 2% move to the downside, but this is still not the best I will trade. Now this was still a valid trade to take to the downside here. Okay, so anyway, now before to update the levels here, I just want to move on the wave count, okay, to show you a bit, to update a bit everything. So I still don't have the full answer to say, hey, we're in the wave 4, we are going to push high for wave 5 here, we have on the wave 3 here. Yes, this is possible, like it is possible. We are in the wave 3, we are only in this wave 4, we are doing a wave 4 retracement, and we are going to push high for wave 5 next. Normally no, but if we have to do it, we are going to do it. And if we have to rocket from here, keep in mind that the wave 3, the bigger wave 3 here, can go to the 423.6 of the wave 3, to speak around 37,000. Sorry, so some really big price. So if we really have to rocket from here, we are going to rocket from here. Now, is it the more likely? For me, no, simply because of this wave count here. For me, I have an ABC. I plan it for weeks to be in a W. Sorry, in a W, an X, and a YLX, so I'm going to stick to that. If I have to chant this, because yes, we can absolutely be bullish too, it's just less likely for me with a wave count. If I have to chant to a bullish wave count, I'm going to chant a bullish wave count. Now, this is the more likely for me, okay? The more likely is in that case if you're in a YLX, an ABC and not an impulsive. The wave count here is a smaller wave count. I'm more with a triple wave 1 2 1 2 1 2 here, okay? So there are some different ways to play that. For example, as we saw yesterday, this wave 4 bottom here, okay, so that is a wave 5 here. So in that case, boom, we have this previous wave 1 2 3 top right there, okay, with a smaller wave 5 inside the wave 3, the smaller white wave 5 inside the wave 3, boom, wave 4 retracement, that was a wave 5, boom, that is a wave 3, we're in a wave 4, and we're going to push high for wave 5. This is, for example, a valid scenario. In that case, boom, we're going to do the C top right here, the Y here, and after that, boom, finally move it to the downside. So as you can see here, to retake the high once again is absolutely possible, okay? If we follow this count like this is possible. Now there is also this possible wave count like this, right here, perfect, like this. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, 5. So in that case we have done the boom, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 here. We have done the wave 4 right there, okay, and yups, and the wave 5, boom, down here. So in that case we have done the wave 3 here, we have done the wave 4 here, and we have done the wave 5. So the 5 waves are done, and now we are going to do a retracement, so to speak, for the wave 4 or for the move to the downside. So normally there is a wave 5 to the downside, okay. Why I don't have the wave count, that one? Really weird. Anyway, so normally it's a wave, yeah, that's pretty weird. Why you don't have this one? Anyway, normally it's a wave, boom, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Be careful still with this wave 4, because the wave 4 on the RSI breaks the wave 2, so that's why we have also a bit of an invalidation on that one. I still want to push higher to get a full invalidation of that one, of the wave 4 here. For now, I'm sticking to my plan, I'm sticking to that one. If I have to chant that, I'm going to chant that, okay? But yeah, that would be more a wave 4 in a wave 5 next. Wave 4 in a wave 5 next. What we want to see here, a 5 ways impulsive to the downside, okay? So what we possibly have already, for example, not now, but we can build this, we can create this on the market. For example, boom, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are going to get, in that case, a leading up here for an egg wave of an ABC, so in the wave 4, or we can be also in a wave 1, boom, wave 2, wave 3, 4, 5. By the way, high for the Elliott wave, big range. Do you think wave 4 is in? And go for wave 5, we have CME gap, we have to go lower, but for wave 4 top, we can go higher, 0.5 fib. I mean, it really depends on the smaller wave count, to be honest with you. Wait, I'm just going to finish your sentence. Fib from wave 2 to the below 0 fib is at 32. 6,000 to $630. Wait, CME gap have all the data to go lower, but for wave 4 top we can go higher to 0.5 fib from wave 2 to 3 lower. I don't really see how you place your way your extent your Fibonacci tool, because the 0.5, I think you mean the 0.5 of the retracement here. I mean, that will be the, I think it's this one. The 0.5 here is this one here. I mean the 50% here. Wave 2 to 3 lower. The 0.5. That's why I mean I'm not sure how you place your fib, because you talk about higher price for 0.5. Have a pick on the BTC chart on this. Ah yeah, by the way. Oh yeah, okay, you have a picture. I didn't understand this one. Alright, here for fib. Ah yeah, you place it. Ah yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah, we can absolutely go to this 50% here on Bitcoin. That's why, as I was saying, we can absolutely be, you know, in the last wave, and we do a last wave 5 here. We have done a wave 3 here. We are in the wave 4, and we're going to do a last push to the upside to retake once again the high, to go and touch, for example, the 50%, take the previous high, do the wave 5, boom, C wave down, Y leg down, and boom, move it down. Now we don't know if we're in the big wave 3 here, and we are in the wave 4, or if we're not in this 5 way like this, but we have done the C wave top, and we are going to drop next for the wave 5. That's why this is not possible to predict it, because the smaller wave count of an ABC and an impulsive is exactly the same, except that a C can be an ending, but here we have an impulsive. That's why a wave 3 and a C wave, impulsive, same smaller wave. So that's why the smaller wave count here, there are some different possibilities. Now what we want to see, if we are bearish, okay, we want to see a 5 ways directly to the downside, so leading or impulsive. If we have this, yes, it can still be, for example, the wave 4, boom, an ABC to push high for the wave 5. Or it can be a wave 1, a wave 2, boom, finally move it to the downside, okay? Or, for example, an impulsive, but to make an A wave, a B and a C, to be in a big ending in this wave 5 here, okay? So to speak, this, I mean, an ending appear in a wave 5, so we have to think, of course, about an ending. More an impulsive, we more likely have to think about impulsive, but an ending, we still have this idea, okay? Because this is less likely, but still possible. So what is an ending? It's just a wedge to the downside, okay? Boom, boom, boom. You have your triangle to the downside. This is an ending, okay? In this ending, in the small wave, you have only ABC zigzag, ABC, ABC. I mean, in the wave 2 and 4, you can get a double XY or something else than an ABC zigzag, but in the wave 1, 3, and 5, you have to get an ABC zigzag, okay? But to go a bit high here and touch the 50% retracement is absolutely fine. It's absolutely possible too, okay? Now I want to check really quickly, because I did not notice, I didn't check it what price for this. Yeah, it's on the Bybit price. That's why I'm more doing my charting on the Coinbase price. So where is the 50% here? It's a bit high, exactly the same, almost the same. Okay, so yeah. So a possible last push to the upside, that can be a confluence to use, for example, for a possible swing for your parent, boom, 50%, as soon as this one is hit, boom, move it to the downside. Or if we're really in the big impulsive, it's gonna be, I mean, this place is really decisive to confirm if we're in this double XY, or if we are in the big impulsive to the upside, and if we're maybe even more likely bullish, okay? Now, it's not because we do this impulsive that we are super bullish. No, we can absolutely do, because if we're in the double XY, boom, the A, okay, the B and the C, the yellow wave you can see here, but later, because here, if we have the A, B, C, the A is 5 ways, the B is a correction wave, the C is 5 ways. So here it can be the exact same smaller wave of a 1, 2, 3, or 5. A wave is 5 ways, so if we have a 5 ways here, boom, that can be an A wave here, okay? If we have a 5 ways, the green wave here, that can be an A wave, retracement, and boom, another 5 ways here, and we will make the Y leg, if I can take this one, perfect, the Y leg right here, okay, after we have done this ABC. That's why this place here really going to be decisive to expect higher prices, because if we really push higher than this, we can minimum expect to go to the 1-to-1 extension here, and even higher possibly, okay? So if we break the price high here, that's why I wanted to update, I mean, I'm going to update the level with you. And yeah, there are just so many possibilities still, even if we're pushing high here and we planted the ABC here, this gives us with so many possibilities. Now the more likely one, we plan the ABC, so of course this is the ABC, but we can still take the high again, okay? What it is, by the way? Oh yeah, this is the other one. I was like, why is there two? Same wave 4, but anyway, this is normal. Because this wave 4 here is for the big wave count. You can see here wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, or 5. So yeah, I think we're good with the wave count. Can you notice that we can still retake the high, everything, and even pump from here, or even jump from here if we have done the wave 5 top right here. This is possible. Okay, so that's why I feel short here. And I'm still long from low. I'm never closing my trades, simply because I never know what is going to happen. We still have the possibility of just to rocket from here, so why would you fully close your trade? No, I took a big profit here. If we have to push her, it's just less profit, but there is no any loss, and this is still profit, okay? And if I'm stopping out from my short, I absolutely don't care. I made money all the way down here because I took profit, I refunded my fees, so I made a bit of money, I set my stop loss entry, so if I'm stopped out, this is still winning trade and everything is fine, and moreover this, I'm making money on my long, so this is a really nice plan. So that's why here, to be honest with you, which way we go, this is how I'm trading every single day. You know, it all starts from a scalp. When I took profit refunded my fee, I just set my stop loss entry, you can pump it, dump it, I'm just going to follow the order flow clearly, okay? So now, to be honest with you, to retake everything, personally, I don't care because I'm going to enter again if I have to be stopped out here, and I'm going to enter again if I have to enter on the way for bottom. For example, if we retrace the 30.2 here, as we've seen, use the levels, we're going to talk about this. Okay, so it's really, I'm not really more likely saying we're going to take the high again. I'm just going to adapt to the market. We're going to see which one we confirm. We have traded that really nicely. Of course, I'm going to keep you informed VIPs on the Discord server to see the more likely stuff when we are approaching target. Everything is the data are more following or not. Right there. So yeah, this is more likely the wave count. Still with a triple wave 1-2-1-2 here, wave 5 possibly down or last push to the upside. I'm going to move now on the levels. That is the interesting part because today we have to update the monthly chart. Okay, that is not here by the way, but here. No, not that one too. Yups, right there. So the monthly chart here. Okay, we have to update this monthly naked path controls. We have a new monthly color close here. We printed a new monthly naked path control. So this is an important level. So what are you going to do here, and how are you going to take this level to add the level on your chart? You have to check where we are. We are higher than this level. So are you going to take the middle of this square here, the path control of the color? Are you going to take the low? No. Why? Simply because if we're approaching like this, we do not necessarily touch the middle or touch the low. We can just touch the top of the square here and just bounce off that. So that's why, to not miss the trade, I'm going to place my amount here. Keep in mind the price, okay? So $29,436. We just go on trading view. We just add a level, okay? By the way, .5 here because I did maybe a bit more. I was maybe a bit more accurate before, so I zoomed a bit more. I say yeah, exactly. Here you can see you place your mouth here, have a bit of a better price almost. Okay. So you have to add a level. You create a template. For example, boom, daily naked path control. You have a template. Weekly naked path control. You have a template. Boom, monthly naked path control. I have this template. You go into the settings. You can coordinate. You add your price, and you're good. Okay. So after that, this gives us this monthly naked path control right there. That is in confluence for me with a weekly naked path control as a TPO or a bit below, plus the daily naked path control by the way. So we have a big zone here of support. You have a high volume here, a really big volume here. That match I think with the path control of the full range. Yes, it's logic. Right here. So you have a big zone here of of support here because we are high, so this is a support. But this gives a big zone of support where you can look for a long if we have to come back below here. And now keep in mind, you really have to understand the context too when you're trading like this. And yes, we plan some long here. Yes, we plan some long here. Yes, we plan some long. But what we expect behind this, what we expect is to be done with the double. I mean, for now, okay, if we really have to dump from here, what we expect with this dump here, it's to minimum take the previous low. So are you going to play some massive long here, massive long here, massive long here? If data are following, yes, but it's not to ride normally a big massive move to the upside. You expect normally the context of this is to do the Y leg top and to retrace from here to minimum take the previous low. So that's why here, yes, we plan some longs, of course, because for example we can do, for example, a wave 1, a wave 2, boom, a wave 3, boom, you're going to a wave 4 retracement, boom, take the low for the wave 5, and here, boom, we're going to do a wave 2 retracement. So we're going to do a bigger wave 1, and maybe for a week trade along here for a wave 3 retracement. That's why you plan way in advance of these targets. We're going to adapt, of course, to the market. All depend, of course, of the context. For example, here, if we expect, if you expect to be in a wave 3 directly, are you going to really look for longs here? Yes, you're going to look for longs for scalpers. Otherwise, for bigger traders, for swing traders, no, okay, because you're not going to expect to do a move here, to move to the upside here. You're just going to expect to go through these levels. Okay, so the context also is extremely important of the way we approach these levels. Okay, here we minimum expect to take the pretty slow, so be careful trying to long here still. Okay. And now if you just rocket from here, boom, this or just some support, we plan it for next time we're going to come below if we come below here, if you count that down. So anyway, if now, so yeah, just to update that, so we have the monthly naked path control right here, and we have then the naked session path control. It's a bit not at the same place, but anyway, so yeah, naked session path control here. Okay, I have to go on the on the session template for course subscriber. No, by the way, it's apprentice now. Yeah, I said course subscribers because the upgrade for the course, yeah, before was course subscribers, now it's apprentice. But now you can download your templates in the Elliott Wave by the Exocharts part of the website. You have the download button here. You can download my templates, my Exocharts templates. And by the way, now apprentices have live streams, so one per month, I think, or maybe more. It depends really of the wave count, how long it takes to make a wave count, all the stuff like this. But every month I'm going to be live to do my charting in front of you. Okay, this first video is not live, but I was showing you how I find clearly the W, X, Y, X, and Z, so you can really see how to use the tip, how to use the mindset. You have to get everything to really see how to find this kind of wave and how to find the right wave. Because here, this wave count here, I have done this. When we was, as you can see, when we was on the bottom here and we started to push high here. As you can see, first of all, I was with the WXY here, the blue waves, and I changed that to a WXYZ, boom, and you can really see that. And after that, in this update, we planted the ABC to the upside here. So really you can see how to use Elliott waves, how to use everything, clearly Elliott wave, the rules, how to combine everything, and how to use the extension tool, retracement tool, everything clearly. Why, for example, sometimes it doesn't make sense, why sometimes it's better, why is the wave is better, everything. So you can really see that. So you have this first video that is not a live stream. I did this live, but next one I'm going to do it live. Okay, but this is just a new feature. That was planned before, but that was not available yet. So now I'm going to start to do that to really teach you Elliott wave, so you can really see real-time analysis. Sorry, you already have this in the bonus content here. You have to check the Elliott wave analysis here. You have tons of you have Bitcoin, FTM, BTC, Matic, SHIB, BNB, Sol, ADA, Cardano here. You have a lot of coins here already available, where I'm just showing you real time some Elliott wave count. Okay, so we can really see how to do some wave count in the market. But anyway, so just to come back here, with the wave count we are good, with the wave count we are good, with the wave count we are good. By the way, from your experience, why is the probable scenario a push up and go take the low at 25? For personally, my more likely scenario is to just stick to the WXY here. WXY are going to retake the high or swing through panels high here. That's possible. If we're in the WXY here, yes, we can just push a bit high here to take this high or swing through panels high here. This is possible. But if we're in this WXY, yes, my plan is to just take the price low, go around 25, 24, 23,000, and then push up. Now, this is my plan. This is personally what I think about Bitcoin at the moment. But keep in mind that I'm reading the order flow. This is what I'm planning personally. But if data are following, I'm going to take a trade a bit on the bottom here. This is my main plan. Now, if we push higher, more higher we go, less probable it is to go more down. So that's why if we keep pushing up and keep pushing up and keep pushing up, we have of course less chance to come back down. Okay, this is still possible, but it's really less likely. So my main plan is this WXY for now, to be in a wave 4, to be next in a wave 5 here. Now if we have to be bullish, we are bullish. This is less likely but still possible. And if we go more down, yes, for me the more likely is around from 25 to 23,000, 22 minimum. If now we break 20k, we just have to look for lower targets. This is really, touch 20k, break 19,000. This will be the best, because that will get this will be a full invalidation of a wave 4. We will definitely be in a wave 2, and if we're in a wave 2, we expect the price normally to go minimum to this price below here. Of course, this we still have confidence with the 200% yes here. We have some support down there, so if we really break and get acceptance to go more down here, we are definitely in a wave 2, okay? And we can really think about some really lower prices. But in my main scenario, personally at the moment, my main plan is to really do a quick move to the upside to make some more people bullish, want to make some more bullish here, we dump the price, make some more bearish here, and when some more are bearish here, boom, we pump the price. This is my main scenario at the moment. Now, I'm going to adapt if I have to change that, of course, because I know all the possible different scenarios. This is just for me at the moment, at this time, the more likely one. Be in wave 2 to have a BTC 6k. Bitcoin 6k is, if we're in a wave 2, we can absolutely go to 6k and even lower. To be honest with you, we can even go to 3k. It's absolutely possible too. If we're not in this WXYZ, boom, Z maximum trade booms of that, pretty cool. But now, if we have a WXY here, the X here we trade 30.2, so we can absolutely be in a W, X, and Y to really go more down. And in this configuration, if you add the 1618 here, it's like, Luna, for example. We recognize that it was from $6 to 0, we could go from $6 to 0. And here it's exactly the same. As you can see here, we have the 123 here, but from this point 23, the next target gives us a negative number. So here, we can absolutely go from 6k to 0. This is absolutely possible to on that one, okay? That's why you really have to understand. And now, is it the more likely? Of course not, but this is still possible and not impossible, okay? But anyway, so now with the wave count, I think that we're good. So with levels, just to really sum up, I mean, just say again the plan. So if we push high here, of course, we have all these levels of resistance. For example, if we're in a leading here, let's take the case that we're in a leading, boom, 1, 2, 3, or 5. Oh my god, that's a crazy draw, that one. Let me just restart this. I'm gonna go back on the 15 minutes here. But if I'm going to remove this. If we're here, for example, very bearish or ABC, okay, to just move it up again. But here, that can be a possible wave count. For example, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, boom, leading, wedge to the downside here. If we're in a leading, boom, we are possibly more in a wave 2, okay, so wave 1, wave 2. Wave 2 have more chance to retrace 50, 6, 1, 8, 60, between the 50 and the 6, 1, 8, 66%. So what we have in confidence here for now, we have a weekly level, we have the top of the range. That's pretty nice. If we have to push high, we have a naked session path control, new level here printed on the chart yesterday. So this is also a level to be aware of, okay? Now I'm drawing to you this, but it's only if we take the low and boom, move it up. Yes, in that case, we have a possible leading. And as always, if you watch the course on the leading and the endings, a leading, as always, can be on a smaller time frame because we cannot really verify 100% smaller wave count. Can be a W, an X, and a Y with an A, B, C zigzag in the Y leg. In that case, boom, it looks like a wedge to the downside, but it's not a wedge to the downside. In that case, we're going to take the price high. That's why as a day trader, you really have to really master the Elliott wave, master Exocharts, to really think about everything, like everything. I know that's maybe a lot for you, but you're going to be used with that if you do this every single days. I can tell you that you're just going to be clearly to do this, and this will be logic for you to think about everything. But here, for example, if you have to be bearish, boom, we can think about a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. Wave 1 or a wave retracement, boom, dump it to this target here, to the weekly here, something like this. Okay, the more likely target we just have to jump next. Otherwise, you can look for a move to the downside directly, because I'm sure that will be pretty nice. Don't think so, but anyway, this is still possible. Now, if we push higher, okay, we can think about, of course, so not this swing value pattern here, but the swing value pattern of this high here, okay. First thing we have to think about when we break a high, when we break a low, swing value pattern. What is the swing value pattern here? Exactly this, okay. We just take the price high, okay, once we took the price high, we just close the wick below the price high, and we just get acceptance to go more down. This is a swing value pattern, okay, we just take the price high, or take the high, we spend some time, get a weakness to push higher, and we just dump the price. For example, here we start to get absorption, all the stuff like this, boom, we move the price back down. This is also a possible move, less likely, but still possible. Okay, now swing value pattern. If we do not swing value pattern, we can look for a bigger swing value pattern. So swing value pattern is the price high here, the price big high. If here we get acceptance, if here we get acceptance to push higher, so to speak, here we're coming in and approaching this and breaking this with an increasing of the open interest here, we could continue to get some new longs here without any absorption on the highs. We just expect to push higher, so to speak, minimum to the TPO, and normally with the 120 extension of the Y match with the daily gap of control, so normally minimum to the daily gap of control. So that's why here, if we really have to break this high, we can really get acceptance higher, we can really expect some higher prices because we do not have major resistance here, okay? This one is a TPO, yes, we can look for a short here, of course, this is the resistance, but normally with the one, if we follow the WXY here, next target is the daily gap of control because we have the 120 extension right there, okay? So if you really break this one, we can really expect normally to do some really quick move and a nice move to the upside, so to speak, another 10% move to the upside. So this is really good for the longs. Okay, now for the short, as I said, I don't care if I am stop it out because I took profit, refunded my fees, stop loss on 3, winning trade, and we're safe, okay? So but yeah, would like to do a last wave down. That would be very nice, to be honest with you. But if we don't do, that's the game. We plan the bottom. That was the bottom, and bottom is in. And I mean, maybe not. Okay, we can still be in. We can still do a last wave down next. There are of course some different scenarios here. But anyway, I'm going to say that. I mean, I'm going to show that later, of course. If I have to update that. Okay, but anyway, so here, of course, if you go higher than the daily gap of control, boom, you have the monthly level. So add all of these levels on your chart. Okay, pause the live stream, just note and take the price here at the level on your chart. If you go higher than this, we can look for the monthly. If you go higher than the monthly, boom, we can look for the weekly gap of control, daily gap of control. How do you recognize we're going to go higher? We expect to go higher because you're going to say, hey, yes, but this is a resistance. how I know I'm not going to short here? By reading the order flow and also with the approach of the level. If we just go through, flip that to support and get acceptance to push up, either a short to take here, no, because we went through, just wait for the reaction, remain patient. We went through, we just flip it that to support. And if we hold the line to push high here, so to speak, we have new longs coming in here on the bounce, we expect to push high next. Okay, what we have done here, okay, exactly here, we have some support here, boom, some resistance because it was below, boom, we just go through that one. That was a big resistance we plant here. What we do, we just flip that to support to get acceptance to push high here. Exactly the same, got a daily level here, as you can see, plant from this very top. What we do here, we just bring that big level, flip that to support, get acceptance to push high here. And yes, I feel a show here because we took the price high, and that was in the plan. So anyway, just to explain you a bit the level approach here. Wait just 2 seconds please, because I still have a bit of a cold. Going to drink a bit of water. Alright. Sorry. So yeah, so now you know every single levels if you have to push higher. Okay, when of course I'm going to show you. I mean, you will still get all the Exocharts daily updates for free on the YouTube channel. So if you want to check again what data I'm looking for, what data I'm looking at, you have all these 1 week update, full updates where again we have done some crazy predictions, by the way. So it's all available in this on the YouTube channel. So if you want to see more and more, if you just come and this is your first watch on, I mean this is your first video, this is the first video you watch, the first live stream you watch in this kind of updates, you have all the previous updates for a week, so you can master Exocharts next. This is maybe not announced, but this is still will give you a lot of informations. So these are the levels higher. Of course, if you have to go more down, I did not delete it, as you can see here, this daily level, simply because this is the last support before to go more down. Okay, so if you go more down from here, we can of course think about this daily. Less likely, I'm personally not interested into a long here. That is possible to bounce on that, but more touch we have on a level, more risk it for the flip to support. Less stronger it becomes. Okay, so that's why here I will prefer to trade a swing value pan, for example, for today than to catch the daily here. But now if we have the data to bounce off the daily, this is a possible long. If now we get acceptance to go more down, so to speak, boom, we are moving down here normally with an increase of the open interest. Sometimes not, but normally we should. This is better. We can look for the top of the range here. What do we have as confluence? We have the possible 618, 66% here. Okay, as you can see here, 618, 66% confluence with that. We have also, by the way, the 30.12 of the possible big wave 4. Okay, in case we're in the green wave 4 here and to push high next for a wave 5, or even by the way in the blue one. We can pull a flip from the wave 1 from the top here to the bottom here. Let's take the case that we're in a wave 4, the big wave 4. As you can see here, we'll have the 30.12, so that match with the top of the range. So that's why we have to be aware of this top of the range here. It is the more likely no. Why? Because we have some stronger levels below. Here, for example, we have the level we added yesterday, the daily negative control plus the TPO here. If we lose that one, we can look towards the next one here. If now we lose all of these zone of support, we just have to look towards the next one. Now we are in a range, okay, right here you can see the top of the range, the middle of the range, the low of the range here. So how do you expect the range breakout? You just have to get an increasing of the open interest here when we are approaching the low. Okay, here if we approach that low with a decreasing of the open interest, we expect the range. We can absolutely drop from here, but normally we expect to be in a deviation of the range. So what we do here, we just do not try to catch that because we can absolutely go more down. We just wait for the range to be reclaimed. When it's reclaimed, we just normally flip that to support. When we flip that to support, we just want to get the new longs to push high. If we have the new longs here, that is the long to take. Stop loss on the low here or on the low here, and you can normally ride a move to the upside or get wrecked. But normally get wrecked, this is less likely if you do this kind of move. So yeah, this is really how you want to trade, or get an exact touch and bounce, or if we are being clean of the open interest here, we expect the range to be broken. Okay, so to speak, go to the next support. The next support here is a big support here, really a big support here is a monthly gap of control plus a weekly gap of control plus a daily gap of control, by the way, at the same place, and a TPO here plus the middle of the range for now, because if we do this, okay, as you can see here, the middle of the range a bit below, so not really a confluence anymore. But yeah, this is really the next big zone of support. If we lose that one, we have a new fresh daily here, so we can maybe plan a possible scalp along here. Maybe it's gonna be turning to a bigger trade possible. For example, let's say we're going to do a wave 1, 2, boom, wave 3, boom, right away 4, boom, wave 5 into the daily, and boom, wave 2, we're going to print some new resistance all the way down. Boom, we're going to recognize where is the more likely stop for the wave 2. And boom, down pit next. This is, I'm drawing to you that randomly, you know, this will be nice to do this because that will be the more bearish structure here. A big wave like this right in the middle of everything, maybe less likely, to be honest with you, maybe before. But anyway, Now, if we lose a daily, boom, that's a level we planned for a while. Okay, we have the daily naked path control here plus the naked edge path control. We will take the previous low also. That is a very, very nice level. If now we get acceptance to go more down, it becomes a less probable to go higher next. I mean, we should normally, I mean, from here we start to get some more chance to take minimum of the previous low. Okay, because the 618 is 66%. There is no any confidence, and maybe you're going to get some confidence all the way down here, because maybe you're going to get some film extension or stuff like this. For now we have nothing, so that's why the 618 is 66% here. Is it a good long to take? Yes, possibly. I mean, first of all, no. It can be if we wait for more confirmations. For example, here, boom, we wait for the level to be hit. We just wait for it to be reclaimed, flip it, and backtest as support. Once we did this, move it to the upside. But an Exocharts try to catch knife on this kind of not really high probable trade. No, can't really wait for confirmations here to really trade safe on that one, because we don't have a lot of confidence with that. For example, here, boom, we have a big confidence. We have a weak negative path control plus a daily negative path control, so 2 levels plus the 3rd level here, TPO, plus 4 level here, monthly negative path control, a bit at the same place here. Here we have absolutely no confidence. This before, yes, but on the 618 66% there is nothing. So if we start to approach that, we can really expect to go more down. Go more down, take the low, or otherwise you can look for 25, 23, 24, 23,000. Okay. So this is really the plan, level to level, step by step, and the biggest zone of support and resistance we can get on the market, on the Bitcoin market at the moment. Okay, so now we have created everything. We have seen the more likely wave count, all the stuff like this. What we can do is just to move on the order flow reading. So what we got yesterday, we applied some different trades, of course, but the first one was a possible long here. That was more likely to flip that to support before to push higher. Okay, if we take the high before and then come back down here, came back down here, that will be less likely to get a bounce off that, because normally we flip first of all this to support to then get acceptance to push higher. Okay, we do not push higher and then boom, flip to support. It don't really make sense to do it like this. I mean, this way. So we normally expect a minimum, I mean, to first of all bounce, I mean, flip this level to support, and then boom, minimum take the high or get a continuation. So here we flip it up to support. I'm going to show you the data on a smaller time frame. That was really interesting here, because we got some longs opening in this quick move to the upside. We got a bullish, I mean, we got absorption on the lows here. We got a bit of an absorption here, okay? From the low here, I mean, absorption. So absorption for new viewers, it's when you have market orders coming in on the market. So these are aggressive orders when you, for example, long or short at the current Bitcoin price. For example, let's say now we are at this price. If your market order, you're going to open, for example, directly now a long. Okay, if you now use limited orders, you're going to preset an order. For example, let's take the case that I want to short on the previous month's value area high. I preset a short order here at this price. So when the price is going to come here and it's going to fill my trade, but I'm not going to market order. I'm going to preset an order here, a short order. So this is a limited order. When you have absorption is when you have some new trade coming in on the market, so new market orders coming in, but there is absorption because you have done limited orders that absorb these market orders coming on the market. So you have the market orders that are aggressive orders, and you have the limited orders that absorb these market orders on the market. And this, you can recognize it when you have divergence on the highs or on the lows on the CBD or delta bars here. So for example, here what you got, okay, if I can move it here, you have a low, a higher low, but here what we can see, you have a low and a lower low. So here we have some market order shorts coming in, nothing really crazy, to be honest with you. As you can see here, a bit of shorts. We are moving down with an increasing of the open interest. Here, nothing really crazy, as you can see, so that's why it's maybe more here. And here what we have some limited orders longs that absorb these market order shorts coming on the market. Okay, so we can see it by this divergence here on the lows. After divergence, we want to get new longs to confirm this absorption. We got a bit of a new longs here. Now I don't like to jump in a move here, to be honest. I really wait for my levels to be hit, so that's why I was not at all interested into a long or a short here, because I was just range bound. Yes, you could trade the range. For example, here, boom, you flip it, you got absorption on the low of the range, so you can trade the range here, boom, move it up into the top of the range, into the top of the range. This is a resistance, we look for a short, okay? So, but I don't really like to trade. I really wait for my levels to be hit. What was my level? Sorry, minimum takes a high, so swing for your pan. Otherwise, we can have our control plus the daily level here. We plan to flip these levels to support. So I was not really interested into a long here, okay, but that was some possible bullish absorption to say, yeah, we're maybe going to take the high. Now we did a move to the downside with a lot of shorts coming here, as you can see. I'm going to show that because that was really interesting to see in real time, really interesting to see. First of all, we got a strong move to the upside. Here, as you can see, we got a strong move to the upside. We got a lot of longs coming on the market. As you can see here, we are moving to the upside with an increasing of the open interest here. So this is classed as a bullish move, as a strong move to the upside. So here, we do not have any absorption. We have absorption, as you can see here, from the high here to the high here. We have a high here, we have a high, a lower high. First of all, we have absorption. So even if we have some new longs, if we have some new longs here to be fully classed as bullish, we do not want any absorption. So here we have absorption with the price highs. So as soon as we get the demand to go more down, this is classed as bearish and we confirm the absorption, okay? And here what we got, boom, we tapped the top of the range with the point of control. So as you can see here, all the longs, most of the trade are opening on the very top of the move. Big buying balances are inside the candles. As you can see here, a lot of longs opening. We are doing a quick move to the upside with an increasing of the open interest here. So new longs are opening into these candles, into a resistance, that is this. It was during the New York session. I don't remember if that was during the New York session. Let me check that really quickly. Yes, okay, now as you can see here, that was a New York session here. As always, when you are in the New York session, this explains the pump and dump and quick move like this. Do not be surprised really if you're in a New York session, really expect to do some quick move to the upside, to the downside, some pump and dump like this to really trap a lot, as max as people as possible. And most of the time, to give you a tip, this happened around the opening of the New York session. And after that, we do some bigger move, all the stuff like that. But most of the time, the quick move to the upside or quick move to the downside to a short quiz or something like this, is happening at the beginning of the session, of the New York session. So you have this template on the website. You can download this for the desktop version. You have also this for the web version. But this kind of move happen really most of the time at the beginning of the New York session. But anyway, as you can see here, so a lot of trades coming in. Boom, trap these longs, move it down, and move it down with a big increasing of the open interest here. As you can see, all the way down here, we have this kind of increasing of the open interest here. Small falling, increasing of the open interest here. These are new shorts coming on the market. So we have first of all new longs, trap these longs, and then new shorts coming on the market. So here, that's why I say to VIPs, absorption will be nice here because we have a lot of trade opening. Now the best thing to do is to go on the 1 minute to really see what's happening. If you go on the 1 minute, you're going to see that these are not only shorts opening, but these are also longs, okay? As you can see here, we have this kind of, this is just pretty insane. We have all this small following increasing of the open interest here while moving to the downside and while moving to the upside and to the downside and to the upside. So what is this? By the way, this result to absorption here or no? Yes, as you can see here, we have a high, a low, high, 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 high. So this is absorption. Confirm it next. So that's why we call expect to minimum take the price low. But here we got a lot of shorts coming in. Some shorts coming in here, some people shorting the support here clearly because we was on the daily. First of all, I'm just gonna go on the 3 minutes to show you a bit what happened also here, maybe more to show you the swing value pattern here. Boom, 10 minutes. So people opening short on the very bottom of the move. Then we have a lot of longs coming to bounce off that. So that could be a possible long to take because we got some shorts coming here, but covered by these new longs coming. So this was, for example, a valid long to take here. I personally did not feel any long here because I don't know, this day I depend really of the context of the move, everything, and because I was the start of the New York session, I personally wanted for more confirmations. Now sometimes I'm going to jump into these kind of trades. It really depends, but no, I was not really looking for a long here directly. I was looking for a long I was waiting clearly for some more confirmations. Here, for example, we could trade this 618 66% retest because we got some new longs coming next. But don't forget the context. What is the context now? We got some new shorts coming in without absorption on the low. So normally, if you have some new shorts here, even if you have some new longs next, you expect to minimum take the price low. Remain a bit more patient. Boom. And once again, when we are moving to the downside here, we have this small following increasing of the open interest here to say, hey, we're going to take the price low. This is what happens most of the time when we are approaching a bottom like this. We expect to minimum take the price low. Okay. If we're doing this on the top, we expect to take the price top, except as always, if we have absorption, confirm it with some new shorts coming next. As you can see here, we have all of these new longs coming on all the way up, but forming absorption from the top here to the top here. We have a divergence. Okay, if you just come back here, high, low, high, 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 high. Absorption, confirm it with the new shorts coming next. Okay, so here, boom, we just wait to take the low. Once we took the low, as you can see, as soon as we take the low, decreasing of the open interest here, bit of new longs here, decreasing of the open interest here once again when we have some new shorts. Perfect. So do we need absorption? That would be nice, that would be better, but directly after this we do not have new shorts coming here really, so we don't really need absorption here. And then boom, directly push to the upside with this kind of small following increasing of the open interest here. That results also on a bigger time frame for a swing failure pattern of the previous low here. So here, as soon, I mean, if you continue to go more down with this kind of increasing of the open interest here, you really expect to dump more. If you directly after you're broken down and you were expecting to minimum take the low, and you have this decreasing of the open interest directly after you've broken the price low, you just wait for the demand to come in. Just wait for this. And once you have this, you just take the long, stop loss on the low, and most of the time you are going to ride a big move, a move to the upside. And this is how you can trade the low. For you could trade the low here, the long we planned here. Okay. So once we have done this, boom, you just have to ride a move to the upside. As always, take profit as soon as possible in the first resistance, so to speak here, for example, VWAP, boom, take profit. I'm taking profit 50% to really tell you how I'm really safe, and I really want to secure my trade. I really want to protect my capital. Yes, I can be aggressive sometimes with my trade, but I'm going to take profit really very, very soon after that on the next support, on the next resistance, to really secure my trade. And because also I'm entering in trades with X50 leverage, that's why this is pretty big and the loss can be pretty big. Now I have the risk management, don't worry about that. You have also, of course, to get the risk management. So for example, if you enter here and you have a stop loss here, you're going to lose, for example, $100. If now you enter here and you have a stop loss here, you have also to lose $100. Okay, so it's extremely important to understand this risk management. So, and even with X50 or X100 or X125, this is exactly the same. So here, that gives us this nice push to the upside. Okay, in this push to the upside, we went exactly and we took exactly the price high. It was the first thing I was looking for here. Of course, we could look also for a possible 618, 66%, 70x retest here, but it was more likely a triple wave here to the downside. So do we really expect to be in a full big impulsive to the downside? Not really, but yes, for example, it could be in a bigger triple wave like this. Boom, triple wave like this. We have the triple wave. We have possibly a triple wave here. Not likely. I mean, what we don't have here, but anyway, and we could do another triple wave for a bigger, for example, double XY possible. Love your explanation on Exocharts. Thank you, mate. Thank you so much. Pretty nice if you enjoy. So yeah, this retracement here. Yeah, this was to explain the possible bigger retracement here, correction wave. And by the way, if you enjoy, don't forget to smash that like and to share this content so everyone know we are live and we are updating the chart every single days. And I think it's already done, but anyway, just to remind you this. And yeah, to subscribe, to turn on notifications, everything to see, and to yeah, just to show me that you enjoy the content clearly. But anyway, so here, daily here along the daily. Okay, boom. Here, what we start to get. If you, the thing is here. Once we was approaching, with VIPs, we saw that we got a big, it was 13 million shorts opening here. Why the fuck would you short here? It just doesn't make sense. Well, like, if you want to short a support, it's exactly the same. Why are you shorting a support? Because a support, why is this called like a support? Because you expect to bounce off a resistance, you expect a reject here. Here, do you have a resistance? Yes, of course, you have some fee retracement, but why would you short here? Yes, wait maybe for a bit more to short, because we expect to minimum take the high. So really, I'm not joking at all. In the 1 minute candle here, you can see this big increase on the open interest here. These are some short opening. Minus 13 million shorts opening inside this candle. Inside a 1 minute candle. Why? I just don't understand these people that are shorting. This is not a place to short. But anyway, maybe he right move to that. He got a really big stop loss here, really high up. I don't know. But yeah, really weird. But anyway, so here, do you have the 5 ways before? First of all, do you have the 5 ways before? No, you have the 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes, you could maybe class this, for example, as a way 3, 4, 5. That would be a really crazy, terrible 5 ways, but this is still possible, to be honest with you, in a small wave count. But do you really expect to win this? Not really, to be honest with you. You expect to do a bigger wave 4, wave 5. So here you have this range, okay, as you can see here. As soon as you break this range with a quick move to the upside, boom, we flip that to support to get acceptance to push high. So here's the short here at the beginning, win the trade. Not directly, because it was a minus 30 millions opening here. We do a quick move to the upside, maybe to make a liquidations, or maybe to take the stop loss. I don't know, maybe not. I think the stop loss will place it here. But if you open a massive amount of, a massive short here, you're going to place your stop loss here. I mean, if you replace your stop loss really higher, this is almost like suicide, and it just doesn't make sense, clearly, because here we minimum expect to take the high, but we can absolutely, if you're in big impulse, for example, go really high. So are we going to retry to short here? No, you really wait for the move for the plan to place, clearly, to get to plays out, and most of the time it plays out, because these are the more likely stuff we expect. But here, yeah, so you just wait to take the high, boom, we took the high here after we flipped that to support, and now we have the wave 1, the wave 2, the wave 3, 4, and we push high for the wave 5 with the divergence, okay? Divergence here, boom, we have directly here a bit of shorts. I'm not going to lie, this was not crazy numbers. Do we have absorption? No, because we are approaching, as you can see here, once again, before to break the price high, we have this small following increasing of the open interest here. Exactly what we have all the time before to break a high or before to break a low, and this is how we can expect to break a high or to break a low, thanks to this small following increasing on the open interest, approaching the price high. And if we do not break the high directly, we just remain patient. We are going to do it most of the time. We're just going to do a small retracement, because for example here you will get, I'm going to maybe take a screenshot of this to show you this. Because for example here, if we really have to rocket, because here we just took the high and dump it, but for example here, maybe because we have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending maybe, and here you have to do a wave 1, a wave 2 before to get acceptance to push high. So here you're maybe going to retrace, but with this data here on the very top, you expect to minimum take the high. So just remain patient, do not be stressed, just remain patient, trust the data, and boom, you will see that most of the time we take the price high minimum, or we go higher as you were expecting. So this is pretty nice. But yeah, this is how you can expect some breakouts, okay? Then as soon as we take the price high, you can see here, boom, big decrease of the open interest here, surprise, surprise, some short opening here. So if the stop loss was placed here, wrecked, okay, clearly. And I don't see some massive amount of shorts coming next, directly here. So I don't know if he got wrecked. I don't know if that only one guy here opening a big short here with different people, I don't know. But if the stop loss was placed here, that suck a lot, because we did the move down next. Just have to wait for the swing value pan. But anyway, so swing value pan here, big decrease of the open interest here. Directly when you have a red candle here, we have an increase of the open interest here. I say, hey, we have a swing value pan. We will think first of all about swing value pan. We have a path control on the very top. We have some massive buying balances on the inside the candle. As you can see here, 7 million in the 1 minute candle. You can see the positive data here. This happened on the very top of the move, so people are really longing into the top of the move one more time. So if we have the demand to push high next, this is pretty cool. For example, here I did not feel my short. Why? Because we are moving up with a decrease on the open interest here. So this is still not classed fully up. It's not fully bullish, but we still have a green candle here. I'm just waiting for the red candle to come with an increasing of the open interest here. Now this is a really massive aggressive entry here, I'm not going to lie. But this is because that was in my plan. I was ready for a swing value pan here with the tons of profit we made before. It's absolutely fine to take a loss here. This is absolutely fine. The stop loss is just so tight, so I don't care to take a loss here, clearly. But we got the following move, as you can see here, without a big increasing of the open interest here. So that's why it was really an aggressive entry, because we planned to possibly do a swing value pan here. Directly once we have done a swing value pan, we just come back down with the first candle here, red candle here, with an increasing of the open interest here. And the most important here was we have a lot of buying imbalances here. So if we go more down here, we're going to trap these longs. This is how you have to think like this: how I'm going to take the money of the other people, okay? And if people are longing here, if you have the data following, you plan to swing value pan here, and you have a big amount of longs here, you don't have to take a short, okay? And that's normal to go more down with a bit of a decrease on the open interest here, for example, because we are taking these people money, so we wrecked these people. So that's why here we have a decrease also of the open interest while moving to the downside, okay? So yes, now we want to see an increase of the open interest. Now we got only the first one. This is where I played my short, stop loss on the high, and yeah, you ready to move to the downside, clearly, okay? So pretty nice short here. Of course, if you want to wait for some more confirmation, I'm personally never wait for the market to change for new shorts coming in next. If I plan a swing value pan, I'm going to take the swing value pan, except if data here are not following, so to speak. If we keep pushing up with an increasing of the open interest here, there is no swing value pan to take, and that's all. Otherwise, you really wait for the market structure to change to minimum take normally the price low, what we don't do here really, to make a retracement, 6.8, 66% or 786, move it down, okay? Some different possibilities here. Now as you can see, if you really wait for the market structure to change, for now it will not be a really nice short. So that's why I prefer to place this with an aggressive entry for swing failure patterns. This is the way I'm trading this. Now you can wait for the market to reach. For example, for this, okay, with new shorts here, do we have some new shorts? Yes, by the way, we have some new shorts. We got some new shorts here, as you can see right here. And as always, if you have some new shorts like this small following of the increase of increase of the open interest here, we expect, if we do not have absorption on the lows, to minimum take the price low. So we took the price low and directly boom, we got, by the way, some massive amount of shorts coming on the approaching the low. So we minimum expect to take the low, except if we have absorption. Boom, we took the low, sorry, and we did not got some massive demand to push up next. So yeah, if we reclaim the VWAP, reclaim everything, that can be okay, but if we still get the VWAP as resistance for now, and we continue to get it as resistance, get us some acceptance to go more down, we can maybe, if we are, for example, approaching the low with this kind of increase, small falling or increase of the open interest here, we can minimum expect to take the low here. Okay, or minimum, first of all, this one, if we're moving down here, this kind of small following increase of the open interest, right, like this, or like this. If now we break this one and we just do a big move to the downside, we just expect to minimum take the price low. And if after we broken the price low here, we continue to get an increasing of the open interest while moving to the downside, what we have to do here, we just have to wait for the next level to be hit. So we pick the top of the range, then the technical options, then the TPO, everything. This is really, I mean, I don't like to say simple at that, but I mean, you're always looking and checking out the same data on the market, always checking out the same stuff, everything. So once you know what to look at, what to look for, you just have to make your own experience to see the reaction, everything. Make maybe, for example, in a Word or in an Excel, for example, or whatever you want, PowerPoint, everything, or maybe in a book, you write every time, we take a screenshot and you write, we got this reaction with this kind of short, with this kind of longs on the very top, with this kind of short on the very bottom, with this demand coming in before, with this demand, with this data before, for example, increasing or decreasing of the open interest, everything, just write everything in a book or Excel, whatever you want, as I said. And you're going to be used it because you're going like this to really print in your mind what is happening when you do, for example, a swing failure pattern. What we do most of the time. Okay, this sometimes, for example, here we do not have a lot of shorts coming in, but this was in my plan. Most of the time when I took this short, that was a winning trade. So I'm going to take the trade once again. Okay, so that's why you can also write this in a book or something, a trading journal, by the way. To not, for example, make the mistake. For example, if you got wrecked one time, boom, you write the mistake. Boom, if you got wrecked a second time, boom, you write again the mistake. But just the fact to write it is just you're going to not make it next. Okay, this is extremely important. But yeah, so that's all really for today. Now, do we have some good data to analyze? We got some new shorts here coming in, so this is a bit classed as bearish. Except if we have absorption, what do we have at the moment? So if we have some new longs to push high here, this is absolutely fine. Why we have, I mean, how do you recognize we have absorption here? As always, we have a low, a higher low, maybe a higher low here, I don't know. Yes, a low, higher low, and another higher low here. What do we have here? A low, a low, a low, and another low, low here. So we have divergence here, absorption on the market. So we have some shorts coming in here, as you can see, some shorts coming here all the way down here. But we have some limited order longs here that absorb this market, all the shorts coming on the market. So to confirm this absorption, we just want to get a push to the upside with an increasing of the open interest here. In that case, we can expect to push higher next. Higher is not minimal to take the high here, just to push higher. 5618, all the stuff like this, all the most common retracement, maybe the weekly or the previous day EQ, all the stuff like this. I mean, yeah, the most likely target will be minimum, first of all, the weekly, then the 61866%, then the 7x6 in confluence with the naked session path here. If now we continue approaching the high, getting something small following increasing on the open interest here, we minimum expect to take the high. Boom, first of all, we think about a swing failure pattern, otherwise we just wait for higher. Next swing failure patterns, swing failure pattern here, next TPO, all the stuff like this, okay? So this is really how you can read the order flow and how you can how you determine if you have to take a trade or not. Really, you wait for confirmation. Do not try to cash knife everyone with the order flow. No, remain patient. Wait for the data to come. Sometimes be a bit more aggressive because of the context and because you're used to trade this to trade swing failure pattern like this. But really remain patient. You know, do not try to FOMO in, even if you have the order flow, because you have some short coming, you're going to expect to reverse the price because you expect to get a possible boost here, and sometimes you're going to go through because the data was telling you we're going to go through. So that's why remain sometimes patient. do not be too aggressive. Okay, really do not be too aggressive everywhere. You have also sometimes to remain patient. I have been aggressive here because I'm used to trading swing value patterns like this, and data for me was more following the swing value pattern. Okay, and because we got a lot of longs, everything like this on the very top. So that was the last public VIP update. Okay, that was the last public one. If now you want to get this kind of update, as always, you have the Moonshots website. These are Google Home, thank you. No, these are sorry, I forgot what I said. These are for VIPs and course apprentice. Oh my god, apprentice have a 1 week delay on this kind of updates, but you can still learn that. As you can see, you will get the live stream as a short version, because yes, for new viewers, in this kind of updates you have the live stream and also a short version of the update, so between normally 5 and 10 minutes. It's a bit more these days, but normally it's between 5 and 10 minutes. So if you don't have time to watch the live stream, you don't have to watch every single day as a short version. I'm just giving you my plan, and boom, you're ready for the day. Okay, that's why this, if you don't want to watch the live stream every single day, you have a short version, except on the weekend. Okay, live stream a short version. And yeah, so if you want to get this live stream, as always, you just have to go in the plans and check. These are for VIPs. I give my plans for my plan like this for VIPs every single day except on the weekend, and after that I just go on Discord and update a bit if I have to update every single day in the chat here. Okay, so hope you all enjoyed, hope that was helpful for you and you enjoy this kind of content. Don't forget that these updates are still available, and they are going to be available on the YouTube channel. By the way, I'm going to make, I think, maybe a playlist with all of this. I'm going to make a playlist, I think. Yeah, I'm going to make that after this live stream, but I'm going to make a playlist. You just have to go in the playlist here, and you will be able to get all of these Exocharts daily updates, so you can really see and rewatch this update. Do not hesitate to watch again, to really understand the order flow, see how we use the order flow. And yes, this can be exactly the same video here, the same data and the same trade you're looking for at the in these videos, but these are always the same data, the same ways to approach levels, the same data, the same way, and that's all really. So that's why these updates are really gold for you, I think, if you really want to upgrade your trading level and if you really want to master the chart with Exocharts. By the way, I didn't think I did, but I have to renew my plan, my Exocharts plan, because it's going to end on the 3rd of June. But anyway, so yeah, hope you all enjoyed. As always, if you enjoyed, don't forget to share this content to everyone, to your friends, your family, everyone. That's really good for the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to smash that to subscribe to the channel, to turn on notification if you want to get notices for future updates such as this one, for example, or for next live streams. And yeah, don't forget to go on Twitter to subscribe also to the Twitter account to get some more informations, to go on the Discord server so you know when I'm live, everything, to talk also with other members, even with me if you have some questions to ask. I'm here to answer you. A real pleasure for me to answer you. And yeah, if you want to get this kind of content, you can also check the website. You have, of course, a free upgrade for the members here. What you will get as a free member, you're going to get all the beginners course, and in the Elliott Wave part here, you're going to get the part number 1, 2, and 3 part 1. Okay, you're going to get the 3 course here for free, and this one is the most important one if you know already a bit of Elliott Wave. Watch it, this is important still, but this one is just super important. This is for the extension retracement tool, plus the impulsive Elliott waves. We really see how to trade it, what are targets, everything. So this is really the best, and this, after we start to talk about the ABC pattern. So ABC zigzag is the most easiest one, and then ABC flat, and yeah, ABC flat. So yeah, they will get the 3 courses for free, and the beginners. Otherwise, Exocharts and all the other Elliott Wave course all this year, plus Elliott Wave cards, where, for example, I do a quick summary of every single wave. For example, what do we have in the wave 1, what do we have in the wave 2, what do we have in the A wave of a zigzag, what do we have in the A wave of a flat, what do we have in a W wave, some other rules. But these are some really small, I mean, I'm going to show that, by the way, some really small cards right here. For example, what is an impulsive? Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Retracement, what is the wave retracement of the wave 2 or wave 4? Some more informations. The extension of the wave 3, the extension of the wave 5. Some tips, more of this. You have a screenshot below. What is the more likely wave? What are the possible wave of an A wave? What are the possible wave of a B wave, C wave? What is the retracement of the B? Extension of the C. and some few more informations and the screenshot how it looks like. You have this for every single plan, ABC fly, ABCD triangle, double XY, double XYZ, everything clearly. So these are for apprentice and VIPs. And you have of course some quiz on Exochart, on Exocharts too, by the way, but some quiz on Elliott wave, so general Elliott wave quiz, double XY on every single plan, so you can really master from the beginning to the end of your learning. You can remaster Elliott wave. And more of this, you have now all the Exocharts course available also on the website here. You can download my templates. You have the daily Exocharts update with a 1 week delay for apprentice and no delay for VIPs. Course number 1, 2, you have 11 course for now. I am working on some other course, so you can get some more and more content, because Exocharts is really complex to understand. It takes some time. You really have to make your experience. But this, for example, is a new course with a trend reversal charts type. That is, if you don't know, for example, when you're reading the order flow, when to time your entry, when you really have to enter on the market, this kind of template just going to change your life, crazy, just what I can say. Really change your life, because you're going really to be able to time your entries. General with Exocharts quiz, long and short data you want to get, okay, and some PDF below. This is really what you have as a course, and now you're going to get, by the way, some live streams. So every month, as I said, I will be live with you to do some wave count, okay, for example, such as the WXYZ, okay, we play here, that play perfectly with the ABC here, okay, and you're going to see how I'm doing in real time my TA in front of you. For example, here, you can see we plan it here, around the end, I think. Or maybe I did not add that one, I don't know in this one, but normally yes, I plan to be inside this ABC here. Yeah, as you can see, I draw this. I think I did not draw this this ABC on that one. It was in another one in a VIP update, but I was looking for a move to the upside here, and I'm really showing to you how I find this all this small wave like this to really get the best wave count. Okay. So and for VIPs, of course, you have, just to do a quick summary of the website, you have the Sunday live stream. So every Sunday we plan the upcoming week. You have the daily Exocharts update. Every single day I'm live, I'm doing a short version of the update, some market updates on Bitcoin, XRP, Matic, ADA, and Ethereum, and other coins maybe later, and all my investment technical analysis, so that you know really on every single coins where I'm going to buy. For example, we did 180% move to the upside, or maybe, by the way, 100, no, I don't remember exactly, but we have done a crazy move to the upside here on AEV, on Cardano exactly the same. We got something like a 280% move to the upside on, I don't remember which crypto it is, maybe Gala, it's Gala, I think. I mean, this is just insane, and we on a lot of coins we got some nice targets too. I mean, this is just absolutely insane. So this is what you have as VIP, and yeah, so don't forget to smash that like, to subscribe to the channel, to turn on notifications. Hope you all enjoy this week of public VIP updates. Hope that was I don't know if we can say benefit for you in English. I don't know if we can say benefit in English, but anyway, hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, let me know. Smash that like by smashing that like, by subscribing to the channel, and by turning on notifications. Anyway, have a brilliant day. If you have some questions, don't worry, you have the Discord server, you can chat with me. Otherwise, yeah, see you in the next update. I don't know when I'm going to update this one, the Bitcoin, because I did an update yesterday, in addition to the daily Exocharts update. So now we just have to wait to see what happened. We just have to wait for the plans to place, okay? And that's all really. So let's wait for this. I don't know how long it's going to take. If we do a quick move now, I'm going to update that, of course. Otherwise, we're good to wait for some days maybe before to do the move. And yeah, hope you did some nice gains thanks to these updates, and have a brilliant day. Take care. See you in the next one. Cheers.